Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Melissa, and in today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at what's ahead for you in career. So we'll just kind of be looking into general energies, events, situations of significance that will be unfolding for you in the near future whenever you feel guided to view this video. So getting into our disclaimers, always keep in mind that this is a general reading, so some of the messages may resonate and apply quite specifically and accurately to you and your situation and circumstances, while others of the messages might not. So as a best practice, whenever you're watching these general readings on YouTube, if anything ever feels confusing or doesn't really feel like it's fitting with your situation, it may not be, just take that as a sign that it may not be for you, right? It may not be your message. That could be a message that's meant for someone else. Definitely don't try to force something to fit that just simply isn't fitting with your situation. If you guys did want to book a personal reading, any of the details on how you can book one with me will be linked in the description box down below. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to get into our reading selection. So we have a choice today between 3 different groups. If you guys are drawn to group 1, we'll be working with this rose quartz crystal. For group 2, we have a little piece of fluorite here. And then for group number 3, we have this smoky quartz crystal. So I want you guys to go ahead and take a deep breath. Think about what's ahead for you in your career and what you need to know. Go ahead and select the crystal or the pile of cards that you're feeling the most intuitively connected to. Once you've made your choice, you can scroll down to the description box below to locate the timestamp that will take you to your selected reading. See you there. Hey group 1, and welcome to your career reading. If you guys selected this rose quartz crystal, and this is going to be your message. So we're taking a look at what's next in career. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you guys are feeling guided to view the reading, there is likely a message here for you. So whether you're watching it the day that I upload or like 6 months from that day, if you feel guided to view, please do so. So looking at what's ahead for you guys, we're starting off here with the overall energy of Libra. We have gestures. You may be asked to help someone out, or you may need a hand. Give deserved praise to others, and you will receive recognition too. And then we have renewal. You need to take time to recharge your energy to get back on track. Challenges ahead require you to have faith and break through. Okay. So let's just kind of dig into this overall energy, and then we're going to add on some tarot cards, group 1. So I almost kind of feel like for this group, I'm really being drawn to like the gold that's in the palm of the hand here. And when I see the color gold, I think of abundance. And this card is specifically talking about like reciprocity, right? Giving and receiving, helping someone out, or you receiving help. And it's also talking about like celebrating and recognizing others. Okay. So for some of you guys, I feel like what's ahead for you is sort of this time of bringing things back into balance with regard to like support that you're receiving from others, or support that you're giving to others. It's almost like by holding your hand out to support, or by holding your hand out to like give recognition, you're receiving it tenfold. Does that make sense? There could be some sort of a shift here toward thinking more about reciprocity in your career with your clients, your coworkers, whatever the situation is. Now, Libra in particular, in addition to it just generally talking about balance, this can also be talking about legal matters, fairness, maybe signing on to contracts, dealings with the legal system for some of you guys. I also think of like beauty and fashion sometimes with Libra too. So those could be themes coming through in your career, the aesthetics of something. But there's definitely a situation here where like you're being called to kind of pull back your energy a little bit, maybe taking a break. Like again, there's something about reciprocity, like overexerting yourself. And I feel like what's coming up for you is a time of sort of leaning back a little bit and trying to find that balance. I think also like this card is talking about challenges ahead require you to have faith and break through, right? And needing to rest ahead of any challenges. There could be current challenges that you guys are facing, or the current like difficulties that you're going through in career. And part of like resetting is learning when to kind of pick your battles and when it may be good to dial back your energy, take more breaks, take vacation time, take a day off, things like that. Okay, so let's continue group 1. I kind of feel with this group, I don't know why, but I'm feeling like there's something about worth or self-worth that's coming up for you guys. Like something about what you're doing is created to your value, or created like connected to your value, connected to your self-worth. Like maybe for this group, what you do for work really can impact your self-esteem positively or negatively, right? Like if things are going well, then you feel really good about yourself, but if things are not going well, you don't feel as good. I kind of get that vibe. So let's see, group 1. What's next for you guys in your career? Using the Treasure Trove Tarot by Mystic Moon Oracles. King of Cups. Some of you guys could be like a counselor or someone that provides like emotional support to others. Let's see what else we get. We have the Fool. Ooh. What's next in career? Spirit. Group 1. Ace of Wands. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, you see at the bottom of the deck, we have the 4 of Swords, and then we have the 5 of Pentacles here as well. So there's something about just feeling not good enough with the work that you've been doing, or something like I was getting, there's something about your self-esteem that's been taking a hit. And maybe things have been feeling frustrating for some of you. I feel like some of you guys might work online or work in an office setting, or you're just burnt out. And so this card of renewal and this 4 of Swords at the bottom of the deck are really kind of talking about the need to sort of take a step back, okay? Take a step back and just let yourself kind of disconnect from it so that you can see it more clearly, restore that balance. So this feels like you guys are coming into a time where there's actually an opportunity to create something new. Like maybe some of you are with Libra here. I could see some of you in this group doing something around like signing on to a new contract, or maybe like filing, your business, like registering your business, like getting an LLC. Like there's something like that coming through for some of you guys as well. Because with that Ace of Wands, it feels like this is something creative for a lot of you. Like something that's like risky in a sense, right? You're kind of stepping out on your own. You are doing something that's unfamiliar, moving into uncharted waters. You know what I mean? And there is this energy of you guys really like earning money or generating a lot of value through being an emotional support to others. And it's like loving what you do. Feeling really good. You see how he's in this like victory stance? I almost feel like for some of you guys, like the amount of money that you're making or not making also can sort of like impact your sense of worth. And maybe some of you guys have been feeling frustrated coming into this reading because maybe maybe you feel like you haven't been earning as much money as you would like to. And you've been like frustrated trying new things, but maybe it hasn't really, some of the things you've been trying, maybe they haven't really delivered materially in the way that you like, because I just noticed how he's like in this victory stance with this pile of money behind him, right? So there's something about feeling better, feeling more confident in yourself when you're earning more money, which I think a lot of people can resonate with that, right? But this is also just talking about loving what you do and kind of taking this leap of faith toward something creative, something where you're helping others. And it's giving you, I feel like with that hand being out, like that gold energy, it's like you guys extending yourself to support others is bringing you abundance. But Spirit is saying it's really important to make sure that you're keeping yourself balanced, right? Like not overworking yourself, not overly stressing yourself, things like that. Okay, so, like before you make a big decision, it might be important to kind of pull back, sleep on it a little bit, think before you act. With the Fool, though, I mean, there's definitely excitement, right? There's a lot of freedom that I feel from that energy. And I think as well, like, with the Fool, just keep in mind that it's okay if everything isn't completely perfect, right? Because you're on a new journey or on a new path. You're going to make mistakes because you don't know what you don't know. Okay, let's see. What else for group 1? What's next in career, please, Spirit, for my group 1 viewers? We have the Chimera. Imagination clouds your judgment. You see, yes, again, pulling back your energy. And when this card is saying imagination, it can also be talking about like, sometimes we tell ourselves stories. You know what I mean? Sometimes we tell ourselves stories about things and get ourselves all worked up when really those aren't the facts. I feel like for this group with Libra being here, it's going to be very key to focus on the facts. Focus on what you know to be true, not assumptions, right? Because I think that those assumptions are what's going to be causing confusion. And I think that you guys are very like emotionally connected or emotionally tied to whatever it is that you're doing, right? So again, like there's something about it that can make you feel like really good or really not good here. I feel like it could be the way you're thinking about things, the way you're framing situations in your mind. Okay, let's continue group 1. Oh, we have 2 that wanted to come out. We have the Wyvern, your secrets are safe. And then we also have the Spider, be meticulous and patient. So this is also about like paying attention to the finer details of what it is that you're doing. Maybe a little bit of a challenge here with the Fool, because again, you guys don't know what you don't know, right? It seems like you guys are kind of embarking onto a new situation here, something that you've never done before. So there may be things that can get missed. I was noticing as well that you guys had the Lovers here underneath the 5 of Pentacles, which tells me that supportive and beneficial partnerships could be important too, right? Maybe for some of you guys, it could be, yeah, and look at this. Underneath of that, we have the 3 of Cups, right? So there could be something about like using your resources and your professional network to help you to identify anything that you could be missing on this new path. But you guys are really like, you're creating something new. You're creating a new web for yourself here. And I feel like with the Spider and like this energy of balancing out, it's almost like I feel you guys setting up some sort of a framework or some sort of a process for yourselves to where like you can draw what you need to you versus you having to like go out and like get after it and stress yourself out and burn yourself out, right? You're building like a foundation or a framework that does the work for you, like putting the legwork in now so that you can lean back and rest later. Does that make sense? Your secrets are safe. So there's something about like, I don't know, I just feel guided to tell you guys like that whatever you're concerned about, like if there's something that you're worried about people knowing or not knowing, like I feel like Spirit is just here to say everything is as it should be. Your secrets are safe. No one is going to know anything that they're not supposed to know unless you put it out there. But, with Libra being here, there could also be something about legal protection too. I don't know. I just keep feeling like this group is opening up their business or like starting a business or something. Maybe there's like trade secrets involved here or something. Okay, so there's like measures being taken to protect your unique special secret sauce, if you will. All right. Group 1. So what's next in career, Group 1? What else do they need to know? Please, Spirit. We have message. So we have some sort of news that is coming through for you guys. What else? Ooh. We have the main female. So this could be your energy. This could be maybe a partnership, like one of your beneficial partners that we were discussing earlier, someone of significance. And then we have marriage, which makes sense with Libra, contracts, right? We also have a main male here. Maybe for some of you, this is like a business partnership with a masculine or feminine energy of significance, maybe your spouse, your partner, with marriage being here. But what I see is you guys feeling really good about some good news that you're getting here with this message here, like feeling victorious over some good news, celebrating something, and being able to kind of start off on this path of loving what you do. And this is something like with the main female, I just keep getting like entrepreneurship. Like you're the one coming up with the idea. You're the one that this is kind of like centered around. You know what I mean? And with marriage, again, this is giving like that, echoing that energy of legality with Libra, making things official, committing to it in a very official capacity. So group 1, this is exciting. I'm going to end your message here with one of these little chakra cards just to kind of see like what guidance or advice or closing words that Spirit has for you. So let's see. Group 1, what's next in career? What do they need to know about this energy that they are embarking on? I also kind of feel like, you know, this renewal card is talking about like challenges ahead. I just kind of feel like you guys are going to blow up. Like something you're doing is going to really work out for the better in your life. And so I feel like that's why Spirit is saying like take your moment of rest when you can, because we have here that the forces of nature favor you. So you're kind of like guided onto this path. Like you're moving in the right direction. Okay. Let's see. Closing messages for group 1, please, Spirit. What do they need to know about their career at this time? We have crown chakra, meditation to see more clearly, close your eyes. So this kind of goes back with that chimera that we had about like not allowing your imagination to cloud your vision or cloud your judgment, right? So for this group, Spirit is saying meditate. Kind of like, again, there's all these messages about leaning back with the 4 swords, renewal, pull back your energy, especially with this Ace of Wands. Like for some of you, there also could be a feeling of frustration or anger here, which we're kind of seeing in this card. So if you're feeling that way, again, Spirit is saying pull back because you're not seeing something about this clearly right now. There's a need to focus on the facts. Okay, so this looks interesting, group 1. Comment below. Let me know what's been happening in your career and what you feel that this is referring to for your specific situation. If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so that you'll be updated when I post the next video, and I'll see you there. Bye. Hey, group 2. Welcome to your career reading. If you guys selected this little fluorite heart, this is going to be your message. So let's jump in and take a look at kind of the overall energy surrounding your career and what's ahead for you. So from the Astro Star Code, the Star Codes Astro Oracle, we have the 9th house. So Sagittarius energy being highlighted here. We have journey. This is like so fitting for that Sag energy. This says you may move to a new place for work or travel for work. Exploring the world gives you the experience you need to succeed. We have relationships, business partners, office love affairs, and communication with coworkers are highlighted now. Make choices with extreme care. Wow, this is exciting. So what I see, group 2, there's something here about travel, I feel, or just if it's not traveling for work, then it could be something linked to some of the other 9th house themes, which would be like higher education, philosophy, spirituality. Maybe it's a little bit of all of those things that are kind of connected into what's next for your career. But specifically, like there's something being highlighted here with traveling. Maybe some of you guys are relocating. I could also see this being some of you moving into a role where you have like a territory that you have to manage, or it requires a good amount of like traveling long distances. It doesn't necessarily have to be international travel, though it could be for some of you, but 9th house is typically talking about longer distances travel. So more than just like driving around your specific area that you live in. There's also something connected here with relationships. So they list a lot of different things here. Business partners, office love relationships, coworkers. Some of you guys could be going into some sort of a partnership here, or relationships are significant with the travel and the work that you're doing with the travel. So let's continue, group 2. So what else for group 2, Spirit? What's next in career for group 2 with this 9th house energy? I definitely am like kind of channeling a lot of fun and excitement though. So we have an Ace of Swords. We have Temperance, more Sag energy coming through. So maybe Sagittarius season is significant. We have King of Wands here, so more of that fire energy coming up. But Sagittarius keeps coming up as a theme, so that could be a significant time frame for this group. Maybe some of you guys are wishing that something was coming together sooner here because we have Temperance, and this suggests to me that whatever you're doing is something that's either going to take time. It's like maybe not fully blended or merged together yet. Something where patience is required to allow things to come together. So with the Ace of Swords and the Page of Swords, there's a lot of emphasis on communication and listening and research that I see here. Some of you guys could be having some sort of like realization about your career, thinking about things a little bit differently than maybe you had in the past. I'm really being drawn to the keyword brainstorming here as well. So it's making me think that you guys are like bouncing ideas off of your coworkers, bouncing ideas off of like your business partners, things like that. But there's something that's sort of like an aha, like a light bulb moment that you're having that's allowing you to sort of start on a different path or start on a new path in the way that you're thinking about your career, the way you're approaching it. And there's definitely something, it's just interesting with the two elements of earth and water and how they're just completely separated here in this card. So this is definitely something that I think is going to require patience. It's definitely something that's going to require like you to be really meticulous in looking over all of the details, doing research, looking things up, you know, in trusted databases and trusted resources. So let's continue group 2. What else? Definitely a lot of communication energy being highlighted. Communication, listening, research, intellect. So definitely could tie into that theme of higher education as well that we were getting with the 9th house. Maybe some of you guys are like studying abroad. I can even see you guys like go, maybe this is about like foreign travel for some of you with Temperance. Like there could be for some of you like maybe you're going to live in a foreign country or just in a place where like you're completely different. It's going to require you to maybe like learn a language that's different than your language or learn new traditions and customs and ways of doing things. Right? So it's almost like with Temperance, I'm getting like an assimilation period for some of you. Giving yourself kind of the time to fully assimilate into like a new culture or a new place. Let's continue group 2. So what else does group 2 need to know about what's next in their career, please, Spirit? We have the Harlequin. True feelings are masked. Okay. What else? We have the Griffin, honor and good luck. That's really positive to see. You know, I do feel like there's a lot of this positive, fun, excited energy in this spread. There's definitely something here, though, where you guys are going to have to be more open to communication or really showing how you feel, especially when as it pertains to relationships here. Maybe there's like a sense of discomfort or being worried about the way you're perceived or being fully open about who you are. Because again, there's something about this experience that you guys are stepping into that could be a bit unfamiliar or just like completely different than what you're used to. So I kind of see you again with this Ace of Swords, Page of Swords, like really trying to understand the environment that you're stepping into, so that you can feel more comfortable to assimilate into it and really show who you are, but also speak authentically, speak your truth. There could also be something about honoring your partnerships, honoring your relationships as well, honoring other people through this work, doing right by other people. I do see at the bottom of the deck that we have emotions are at their peak, a lot of water energy, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. So maybe that's part of this is like, with the Ace of Swords and the Page of Swords, I almost feel like there's a sense of taking the emotion out of it and looking at the logic, looking at the facts that we know, Because look, even under this, we have the chimera, imagination clouds your judgment. So there could be something that you guys aren't fully seeing clearly because maybe there's an undertone of a little bit too much emotion behind it. And that makes sense with fluorite because fluorite is said to be really good for kind of clearing up confusion as well. So there is something that you guys are clearing up with your career next. Focusing on looking at the facts is allowing you to kind of look at things differently, approach things differently. Okay. So let's continue group 2. What else, Spirit, for group 2? What's next in their career, please? We have the courthouse. Okay. That could be referring to like a marriage or like some sort of official, making your partnership official in some way. But there's like a decision that has to be made here. We also have unexpected income. Actually, no, well, whatever. Oh, dang. Okay. So, yeah, there's like something that you guys are making a decision about with the courthouse, like a judgment that has to be made around this. And with the false person, maybe there's a sense of like with partnerships that like building trust is difficult, or there could be somebody around you where I almost feel like you and this person are like oil and water, or you're just like very different in the way that you approach things. And it may just take some time and patience and understanding in order to come together with them, right? Because I feel like it's almost you and this person, whoever this is, may not be seeing each other clearly. There's a lot of emotion and things like that that are clouding the facts here. Yeah, and it's causing like a fear of you guys opening up maybe or revealing yourselves. So I see you guys like weighing a decision to come forward here. But on the positive side, I feel like with this unexpected income, there's also a sense of you guys being able to earn some extra money doing whatever this is. Unexpected income is like, you know, a nice amount of money that you're not expecting, but it's like not necessarily a windfall, but it's like a way for you to earn extra. But yeah, there's definitely something here about a relationship or partnerships or networking that is going to be significant to this next energy coming up in your career group 2. So let's close it out with a little word of advice from Spirit. Let's see what closing remarks Spirit has for my group 2 viewers, please. Closing remarks for my pile 2 viewers, please, Spirit. What else should they know about what's next in their career, please? 11:11 just went across my timer. Could be significant to some of you. We have sacral creation. The flames of destruction will ignite a rebirth. So I feel like Spirit is saying like it's time to start fresh with something. We also have forgiveness here. You will find freedom and forgiveness. So there's a need, I think there's something going on with you guys being afraid to open up to like this person, or maybe as a group of people that, or partnerships in general. There's like a fear of them taking advantage of you, or a fear that they're not being authentic or something like that. And I feel like Spirit is asking you to kind of let that go right now and start fresh, create a new way, create a new mindset around this. Because I was getting with this Ace of Swords that you guys are having some sort of realization, which is helping you to take a new and different approach to your career and the way you're approaching things, right? The flames of destruction. So it's letting go of like the emotion and the confusion here, igniting a rebirth and moving forward with looking more at like that logical side of things. The intellectual side of things, the factual side of things. It's kind of interesting. I feel like you're getting a little bit of the similar-ish message in group 1. Not completely. Their reading was much different than this, but kind of similar message coming through about like not focusing on emotion and assumption, focusing on the facts. Maybe even clearing the air with someone may be significant here too for group 2. Some of you guys could be like getting creative inspiration from others as well during this time with the Page of Swords. I see you guys like on the internet as well, researching, looking what other people are doing, maybe other people in your industry, in your field. But there's a need to move with honor, honorable intent. So this is what I see, group 2. I think we'll go ahead and close your reading out here, but comment below. Let me know what's been happening in your career leading up to this point. Let me know how you feel like this message may align with what you have planned coming up. If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so that you'll be updated when I post the next reading, and I will see you there. Bye. Hey, group number 3, if you guys were drawn to this Smoky Quartz crystal, this is going to be your career reading. So let's take a look and see what is next for you guys for career as the energy stands today. All right, so we start off with brilliance. You'll discover your own genius by breaking away from the grind to follow your own inspiration. Your ideas bring recognition. That's cool. We also have manifesting. You have the power to manifest what you want by writing your intentions down and by taking inspired action to make it happen. We also have the 3rd house of communication. So beautiful energy, group 3, to start us off. So for you guys, I'm almost kind of getting this energy of wanting to kind of do your own thing, break away and do your own thing, because that's kind of what this card is talking about. Or it's even if it's not doing your own thing in like the literal sense of like owning your own business or making your own product or whatever, like there's something about your own unique ideas, right? Being your own inspiration. And you see how like he's a little light bulb and he's like plugging himself in, you know what I mean? That's just kind of interesting. But there's something about you guys expressing your creative ideas with the 3rd house of communication. So expressing them through like writing or journaling or speaking them, communicating them verbally through whatever platform, social media, maybe even like podcasting. Could be a lot of different things with communication coming up. But I feel like it's not only about you guys coming up with your own ideas, and having your own unique perspective or ideas recognized, but also being able to communicate them. And there's something about this that you guys there's manifestation, like a goal that you guys are trying to achieve that's tied into this. So what's next in your career, it's almost like getting a plan, setting intentions, writing down, right? Scripting or scribing what it is that you want, but then also coming up with inspired action that you can take toward reaching your goals. So let's continue, guys. Group 3. What's next in career for group 3? What's next in career for my group 3 viewers? Please, Spirit. 3 of Swords keeps showing itself. We'll see if that comes back through. What is next in career for group 3? Please, Spirit. Ooh, we have the Moon. Okay. We have the Hierophant. And we have Temperance. Wow, lots of major arcana coming up here. We also have the Ace of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck with the Ace of Wands, which is kind of interesting. We have 2 light bulbs showing up here. So there's definitely some sort of spark, some sort of creative idea or new idea that you guys have had, something that's going to actually really, I feel like, potentially secure the bag for you, right? Spirit is saying that this is the right time, right? This is a golden opportunity that's being presented to you, and it's a golden opportunity for you to like break away from the grind. I feel like it's like doing something different than what you're doing now is what I feel that you all are manifesting here. This doesn't feel like I'm getting a message about like a regular job. It feels like I'm getting a message about what you guys would like to do in the future and sort of the groundwork that you're laying now to be able to accomplish that. I think right now, as you guys are coming to this reading, there could be like you're moving through like an ambiguous time, or maybe you just don't know everything, not sure what to do, maybe not sure what path to take. There could just be some things that are a little bit unclear or ambiguous right now. But with the Hierophant, there's a sense of getting support, or like the Hierophant is like a subject matter expert in something. So whether you guys are the subject matter expert for others that are going through this unclear phase, or you're going to someone else to help you, the point is that there are like guidelines, rules, structures, ways of doing things, subject matter experts, resources that are available to you during this time that are kind of helping to navigate you through anything that you're not sure about. We also have the Temperance card, and I love that this is coming up with like the manifesting energy kind of together, because I think that a lot of what you guys are working on, I actually feel like this card has come up. Has it come up in every pile? I think it came up in one of the other ones at least, but there's something here about what you guys are creating that is going to take time, right? It takes time to sort of like blend and bring everything together. I always feel like these two energies are really different too, because you have like this Piscean, like spiritual, intuitive energy with like this Taurus energy. It's like earth energy, it's values, it's structures. It's like, this is the way we do things. I also love that it's talking about integrity too. Like maybe for some of you guys, there's a situation here where like you're also trying to remain true to your values, and trying to kind of navigate some unclear waters around that. But I feel like it's almost giving like, let's balance practicality with spirituality. That actually makes sense with manifesting, right? Because with manifestation, yeah, like we have the spiritual intention. We do like the writing, the journaling, the candle magic, whatever. But then there's also a sense of like actually doing the practical steps, the earth side of things too, right? With this Ace of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like with Temperance, it's about like balancing practicality with spirituality to bring your manifestation to life, but understanding that it's meant to happen for you in divine timing, which means that it may not be this super quick thing that just comes together right away. It's going to take a little time. But I feel like you guys are on the path. Pisces season, Taurus season could be significant to some of you. We also have Gemini season here with the third house. Gemini season could be significant. Gemini energy could be significant. We have Sag with Temperance. What else, Spirit? What's next in career for my group 3 viewers, please? What else do they need to know? Group number 3. We have love, true love and fidelity. This could have to do with doing something you love and then staying like loyal and faithful and steadfast to it. I'm wondering if this could also have to do with like romantic love for some of you. Could be. What else, Spirit? We have the Black Cat. Your luck will soon change. Yes. We also have the Talisman. You are destined to succeed. So yeah, whatever you guys are going after, it's like, I think it's really meant for you. I feel like it's happening for you in divine timing. And even if things might be feeling a little slow or unclear right now, Spirit is saying that's going to be changing. But with the Temperance card, you're just being guided to continue balancing practicality, spirituality, and not to be too forceful, right? Not to be impatient. Because sometimes when you're trying to manifest, when you're doing too much, it almost like works against you, right? Because it creates this fear mentality, this lack mentality, which causes the thing we want to come in even slower, right? So it's like balancing, showing the universe, like, these are the inspired actions I'm taking, this is what I'm wanting, and then allowing the universe to show you in return what it's giving back. Underneath of this, we also do have the Oracle, seek wisdom and guidance from elders, which makes sense with the Hierophant. I really feel like for this group, you're being guided right now to like get help, get support from others who can help you with whatever this is. You know, like, you're not going to necessarily be an expert in everything, right? Maybe there's somebody here who can look at a rule book or whatever it is that's pertaining to your situation, who can guide you here. The forces of nature favor you. Look, we also have let your intentions be known, the minstrel. We have your secrets are safe. Yeah, so it's like speaking into existence what you want, being clear with your intention about what it is that you want, so that the universe can show you in return what it's ready to give, right? So exciting, group 3. You guys picked Smoky Quartz as well, so there's something about grounding and practicality that's being highlighted here. I also think there could be some anxieties with the moon, some fears about what you're doing, just because maybe it's a little bit, like I said, ambiguous. It's unknown, right? And Smoky Quartz can be grounding and help us to work through anxieties and fears and things like that. Let's see what else for group 3. What's coming through spirit for group 3? In career, what else do they need to know? What else do they need to know, please, Spirit? We have the Lovers. So we have more lover energy coming up here, which is interesting. Again, it's like you guys are doing something you love, working with a partnership or people who can help you to see through the unclarity, the lack of clarity, or the confusing parts. But I feel like for some of you, there's something about romance coming up here too. Maybe some of you guys are writing about romance or writing about love, communicating or talking about love. For some of you, could be a topic here. What else? We have the pathway, and then we also have the coffin. We have judication. There's definitely, we have the wealthy man, courtship. Interesting, yeah. So there's definitely like an undertone of like decision making being here too. There could be something with legalities coming through. I don't know why. I keep feeling like a lot of my groups, or some of my groups for this reading, could be like doing something in either like the legal field, which makes sense with the Hierophant, or needing legal counsel for something with regard to your manifestation, copyrights, like business entity, like things like that, where you may not be the full expert, but you're more the creative, right? Meaning like you're not the expert in whatever that legal stuff is, but you're the creative expert, you know? So you're like leaning on someone who is an expert to guide you through it. But like, this is beautiful, you guys, because the pathway is talking about like you're opening up change in your life for the better, like this really abundant, beautiful shift where you're able to kind of walk away from the grind, right? I feel like maybe a lot of you guys right now are working in a job that's like the day-to-day grind, working for someone else, or just maybe not feeling as free as you would like to do the things that you want to do. And so what you're doing this upcoming little bit of time ahead that we're looking into is like you're creating a framework for something that's opening up a greater, more abundant opportunity for you for change in like your day-to-day with the third house, right? So it's like, or maybe even in like your community or something like that. But this card does talk about like 2 to 5 years, I want to say. It's a shorter, it's not like a short term like thing. Let me see. 2 years patience. So it could be a couple of years before you guys really start to see and reap the fruits of your labor. But the point is like right now you're setting the groundwork, you're putting out the intention, you're showing the universe what you want. And it's actually going to be, it's almost like signifying a really big shift in the way that you live your life, I feel, for group 3. Because the coffin is talking about letting something go, laying something to rest that's old, that no longer serves us, and welcoming in a new transition in your career. So group 3, let's take a look here and let's see what else. You guys also with the Hierophant, that is a spiritual card. So it could be that you are working as like a spiritual advisor, and maybe the Lovers is talking about your clients, you know, that type of vibe too. But let's see what else Spirit wants you to know, like any closing remarks or messages for group 3 as it pertains to their career, please. What else for group 3, please, Spirit? Ooh, root chakra. So we have grounding. Yes. Sink your roots deep, connect them to the heart of the earth. Yep. grounded and practical actions, group 3. We also have a journey, to enjoy the journey, let go of the outcome. So it's like, I think you guys for this group are going to need to really sort of relax into the fact that like this may not happen overnight, that this is a manifestation that's in the works and it's going to take time, right? So we can't just expect to snap our fingers with this and it's going to be exactly what we want. This is a process, Spirit is saying. So I feel like you're being guided to just enjoy like the day to day, like enjoy what it is that you're doing, because there's a lot of love here in whatever it is that you're doing with your career. There's a lot of passion here, creativity that's here as well. So Spirit is asking you to enjoy this time and trust that it's happening for you. It's in the works. It's just going to take time. And right now, Spirit is asking you to focus on the grounded part of this, the practical, inspired action part of this versus just ideating and visualizing, right? We have to put one foot in front of the other, slow and steady, to be able to see that progress grow within the 2-year time frame here. So this is what I see, group 3. Comment below. Let me know what's been happening for you in your career as of late and how you feel like this message may align with some of your upcoming plans. If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so that you'll be updated when I post the next video, and I'll see you there. Bye.